Hi, welcome to another crystal healing video with Rayella. First and foremost, I have to apologize about my scenery. I absolutely love doing my crystal healing videos in the park, in nature, but we are having a smoke issue right now. As you can see, it's kind of hard for me to get a clear picture because it's so smoky. However, we're gonna make this work. Prayers for California, please. All of us are being affected by the fires. If it's not directly, we are definitely inhaling the toxins and all of the things that are in the air from the fires, the smoke, the ashes. So we all need your prayers because, you know, COPD is real, lung diseases are real, anxiety is real, depression is real, and that's exactly why we are here today. We are getting ready to discuss crystal healing for depression and anxiety. And the reason why I chose this is because I have realized that lately the world is just in a super depressed and anxious state. And I mean, I don't blame y'all because life right now is so uncertain, and like if you haven't learned how to embrace uncertainty, then yeah, you're gonna be stressed the fuck out and anxious right now because we don't know what's going on here. Between COVID-19 wreaking havoc on the life that we used to know, to now, like for Californians, we have to deal with the fire and I won't say backlash because it's not a backlash, but the back end of what the fires are causing. Like, people are losing their homes, they're losing their businesses, they're losing things that they have invested their time and energy in, and it's like we have to do something here, and everybody is just confused right now. We still got millions of people with no fucking jobs. Then you got everybody sitting at home just distracting themselves with social media, which is absolutely the wrong thing to do. And it's the wrong thing to do because a lot of people are not looking at positive things on social media, okay? I look at social media when I get bored. And yes, I'm clearing my energy, but I'm talking to you while I'm clearing the space, okay? But at one point in time, when I was very anxious and very depressed, it was because I was on social media so much, looking at the lives that I wish I had and comparing myself to it, thinking that I wasn't good enough, when in reality, people have to realize that people only post on social media what they want you to see. Therefore, they're not showing you their dark side. They're not showing you the things that they're doing wrong. They're not showing you the process and the struggle of life. They're just showing you the glitz and glamour, the things that they want you to think. And a lot of times people be trying to cover up their insecurities with social media. And like, for people like me, let me tell you something. Your insecurities are magnified on social media. And just from the things that I've seen lately and the things that people are posting, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a crystal healing video for depression and anxiety, because that's absolutely what the world needs right now. We need relief from this depressive ass state of the world, of the country, and we need relief from our anxious minds, our overthinking, the negativity that's surrounding us. We still have this racial war. Everybody's just up in a uproar right now. So we're going to talk about that today. So now that we're cleansed out and I've finished saying what I got to say, I'm going to introduce you to the 6 stones that I'm going to go over today. Okay, I dropped one. So I dropped good old CITRINE, which I'm really excited about this, because that is supposed to be the vitamin C for the soul. And right now, we all can use vitamin C for the body and the soul. Shit, I got to find some vitamin C for the mind. I'm going to say positive affirmations will be the vitamin C for the mind. But here I have FLUORITE, which I really love this one. And I bought it because I thought it was absolutely fucking beautiful. I have ANGELITE. It's like a nice common blue color. Alrighty. I have my baby moonstone. So cutie patootie. I can't remember if I picked this one out, if I ordered it online. It's hella small, so I probably ordered it online. I don't pick out small stones because I go big or go home. Is that ashes? Okay. And then I have opalite, or you can call it opal quartz. Alrighty, and then we have gold tiger's eye. We got the squirrels running all over. Gold tiger's eye. So these are the 6 stones that we're going to cover today. All 6 of these are, again, they're multi-purpose, but the energy that is radiating from these stones is definitely going to bring you comfort. It's going to bring you some type of clarity, mental clarity, because right now I think that's what we all struggling with. We're struggling to love ourselves. We're struggling to understand what the fuck is going on. It's confusing. So let's start this video, okay? Love you. So the first stone that I have for you is Angelite, this beautiful blue stone. That's exactly why I wore this blue top, because blue represents like a calming, soothing energy. Angelite is actually the stone of peace and calming, which in my opinion is much needed, especially when you're depressed and anxiety, because when you vibrate with this stone, okay, not only is it going to activate your throat chakra, your third eye chakra, and your crown chakra, but it's also going to radiate a calming and soothing energy that's going to calm your emotions, and it's going to help you kind of, get your mind in order so that you can make sound decisions, okay? So they call this Angelite specifically because it helps you to connect with the angelic realm. Now, for a lot of people, that might sound witchcrafty, or it might just sound out of this world. But what I mean by the angelic realm is some people believe in talking to their ancestors. Some people pray to God. Some people pray to the universe. Whatever you believe in, this is going to help you connect to it. Me personally, I like to talk to God, and I connect with my spirit guides and my ancestors as well. So this will help me connect with all 3. It's going to relieve any tension, anger, or stress. And once it relieves all of those negative emotions, that's going to create a deep inner peace. Now, once you get this deep inner peace, that's going to automatically make you feel better. You'll feel less stressed. You'll feel less anxious. And it's going to begin to lift your mood a little bit. During like emotionally difficult times, having a calm demeanor and a calm energy is what you need to help cope with the situation, okay? So I picked this stone specifically because I feel personally, for me, my depression came from not living my truth, okay? I was basically living a life based off of what my parents wanted and based off of what society says that we're supposed to be doing, okay? I was working in the healthcare system, which I wanted to do. I wanted to be a nutritionist, and a dietitian, and I wanted to be a scientist. However, once I got into those roles, I realized, like, I'm not really fucking helping people here. I've always did things with the intent of helping others, and whenever I worked in healthcare, I didn't feel like I was helping people. That made me very depressed because I wasn't living in my fucking purpose. I am a healer, and in order for me to feel fulfilled, or for me to feel like I'm succeeding, I have to be helping people, okay? So I became depressed because then I'm in a place where I'm like, well, I want to do this, but this is paying my bills. Okay, the anxiety for me came from working in a predominantly white institution and not being able to voice how I felt about things without being judged or without being treated negatively. So that created social anxiety, that created anxiety in general. And once I moved to California and I said, you know what, fuck all of that, fuck what people think, I'm gonna do exactly what God put me here to do, I haven't dealt with depression and anxiety since. Okay, now when I do deal with depression, it's all because of my thinking and my mindset. So if I overreact to situations and I react instead of calming down and thinking it straight through, then I always make a bad decision, and that just adds to the anxiety and it adds to the depression. So we're gonna first start off by calming ourselves, calming our emotions, and just calming down so that we can make sound decisions and we can figure out a solution, okay? So my next stone for you is opalite. or you can call it opal quartz, opalite. It's the same thing. This is the stone of hope and protection. So I like this stone specifically because it radiates a nurturing vibe that's going to help you to identify unwanted emotional issues. And while you're working on relieving that and letting that go from you, it's going to add light to your aura, which whenever you're depressed, you carry a dark aura, okay? Just in case you're not aware of that, whenever you are depressed, even functional depressive people like myself, or people that think that they're hiding depression, you can't. It's in your aura. People can feel it, and people typically don't want to be around it. Let's just be honest with you, okay? So this stone is going to help you not only uplift your mood. This is considered to be like an instant mood lifter. So it's not only going to lift your mood, but it's going to help you decipher what unwanted feelings there are and how you can get rid of them so that you can prosper, okay? It's going to promote a more positive outlook on your life, in which that facilitates a clear and open portal between you and your spirit guides, okay? Now, spirit guides are important to me, okay? You might not be familiar with them and you might not work with them, but they're important to me because my belief is that everyone's path is already set for them before they're even born. Your name is given to you before your parents even make up your name. Your life's purpose is given to you the moment that you are conceived, okay? Now, I like to talk to my spirit guides, which I do it through tarot readings. I have my own personal tarot deck, and I literally communicate with my spirit guides. Now, spirit guides don't have to be weird shit to people. It can be God. If you believe in God, if you believe in Jesus Christ, that could be your spirit guide. I like to talk to my ancestors, and I like to talk to my past self. I like to talk to my grandmother, and I like to talk to God, okay? So when you open that portal, it just gives you a sense of hope because you have the ability to work through your problems with something and someone, okay? So this stone is going to help to clear whatever troubles that you may have on your heart. And it does this by activating the heart chakra, and then it resolves any hurt or pain from old emotions, from old traumatic wounds that you might still be carrying. It's going to resolve that, and it's going to encourage you to let go of all that shit. Another thing about depression, in my experience, once again, I have realized that a lot of people are depressed over lack of forgiveness. They're not forgiving themselves or the people that have done fucked up shit to them. They're hoarding that pain and that anger, and it just weighs them down. It weighs them down. So you want to let go of hurt, pain, old wounds. You want to rip them damn band-aids off and heal that fucking wound so that you can be great. Like, once you uplift all of that shit out of your system, it's going to replace it with compassion, with love, with motivation, with all the positive energies that you need to overcome depression and anxiety, okay? Now, once your heart chakra is activated and all the negative toxic shit is removed, this is also going to help people that have trouble sleeping, or if you are having consistent nightmares, it's because it's negative shit programming your subconscious, and this stone is going to help you sleep, okay? So again, to me, depression comes from lack of forgiveness, and it comes from not living your truth, and that was just from my personal experience. Anxiety comes from not speaking your truth and basically holding in any type of negative and unwanted feelings that you just have a fear of letting out, okay? So we want to get this stuff out so that we can live happier, healthier lives. There we go. All right, my cute baby fluorite. I love fluorite. It's just a beautiful ass stone. It actually has 3 colors in it. It has purple, blue, and green, which they all radiate different things, which we'll get to. This is the stone of the mind. Now, I love this stone for depression and anxiety. You want to know why? Because it absorbs and it neutralizes negative energy and stress, and then it helps you to enhance your concentration, your thought processes, and then it's going to also boost your self-confidence, okay? So this stone is going to radiate a balancing and grounding energy, I'm about to say something else, that gives you structure to your thought process, especially during challenging times. One thing I realized about the past me, the old me, is that I was super reactive. I was super overreactive at that. And it came from not fully processing the situation at hand. And, you know what I mean? So like, something would happen, I would react. That's not how you want to get through life as an adult. You kind of want to take situations and pull them the fuck apart, digest them, kind of try to put yourself in the position of understanding where the other person is coming from, okay? So during challenging times, you're going to need fluorite to help you do that. This is not only going to help bring clarity to the mind and the decision-making process, but it's also going to cleanse and purify the heart chakra once again, because anytime your heart chakra is closed off, you're going to experience negative emotions, okay? You want to open your heart to accept and receive love as well as give it. Squirrel. So once you cleanse and purify your heart chakra, this stone is going to align your mind and your heart with its truest desires, okay? So all of that holding in shit that you really want to do, you don't gotta hold that shit in no more. This is gonna push you to make that shit come true, okay? For example, sorry, I had to get my coffee. For example, I started my business in 2017. It's 2020 and I'm just now getting my foot good into the fucking ground. So that just shows you, like, number one, you can't give up on your dreams ever. You can never give up, okay? Keep pushing. Shit gets hard. There will be obstacles, but that's okay. That's okay, because when you have stones like fluorite, they calm the mind and slow the mind. I'll get squirrels. Squirrels are fucking with me, y'all. It's gonna starve you from your distractions, okay? And that's what you need, and that's what a lot of people in America need right now. Y'all need to be starved from your distractions, because as long as you're distracted, you're not going to face what you need to face. It's in the moments of silence, it's in the moments of being alone and being one with self that you really truly are able to work through your bullshit, okay? So I highly encourage some isolation, even if it's an hour a day. Just take an hour a day to get away from every damn body, hide shit, and then get out some stones, meditate, journal, write down some things, just kind of help you, okay? Now, once this soothes and calms the mind through starving your distractions, it's going to help you break through those mental blocks that are causing your trouble and overwhelmed, overstressed mind, okay? So again, you need that, because to me, dealing with life is just it's a mental game. It's a game of staying positive. It's a game of always having to find a solution, and it's a game of staying the fuck alive. I don't know. But the last thing I want to tell you about fluorite, I didn't even know this, but if you put this in the bath, so if you notice when I did my full moon and new moon ritual, not ritual, but the activities that I like to do, I said to take moon baths with floral bath tea. I'm fucking up. With floral bath tea, and put your stones around, and put your candles around. So the good thing about fluorite, it's a good stone to have with you when you take your moon baths, because it's going to radiate positive vibrations, and if you put it in water, the water amplifies the positive vibes. So take you a bath with this if you are very overwhelmed emotionally, if your thought process is just cluttered with a bunch of shit. Get in the bath, put you some fluorite in the water, and allow it to vibrate that positive energy for you, okay? So let's move on. Citrine. I love citrine, especially right now, because this is vitamin C for the soul. And honey, are you depressed, anxious people? Y'all need some vitamin C for the soul right now. And I'm saying that it's an immunity boost for your soul. Just like you take vitamin C tablets to protect your body from outside forces, you're going to do this to protect your damn soul, okay? This is the stone of mental stability. Because again, anytime I've dealt with anxiety, it was because, number one, I'm creating shit in my head that didn't even happen yet. I'm dwelling on past experiences, which you cannot predict how shit gonna happen ever. And just not feeling secure and sound in the things that I was doing, okay? So, sorry, this is gonna radiate. This is gonna radiate vibrations of positivity and joy, which is definitely needed during depression to help uplift that nasty, dark, nasty ass energy that depression brings. Woo, there have been times, y'all. Matter of fact, it was last year around this time specifically, probably October-ish, because it doesn't really start getting cold in California until October. Last year, this time, nigga, I woke up and immediately I was depressed. And it was because the temperature changed. And like, that's a trigger for me. Temperature, like drastic temperature changes. So if it goes from hot to cold like that, I'm already fucked up. And it's because as a child, I was neglected by my mother as a baby. And something that me and my therapist concluded on was maybe as a baby I had to self-soothe a lot because I didn't necessarily have that mother figure to soothe me like most babies do. And I was born in a winter month, which is February. And I think the cold triggers those old emotions. If you think about a baby that's not cared for or loved for, what do? They cry a lot. They're constantly crying. If you have a baby that's in the bed and they're crying and you don't pay attention to them, what do? They keep crying. So that like crying excessively alters the mood and it alters the brain. So I think, you know, that's where my depression stems from. But anyway, so you want to always set your intentions on happiness and positivity, and that's what this stone is. So if you wake up some days and you just feel like you're in a shitty ass rut, pull out your CITRINE and just carry it with you and just vibe with it, okay? This stone is going to uplift your spirits and it's going to align your energy with its energy. And like I said, this radiates nothing but positivity and joy. So you want to align your energy with positivity and joy. That's all you want in your life is positivity and joy, right? You have to work for that. It don't just come to you. It's not free. Well, it's free, but you got to work, okay? This is going to stimulate optimism mentally and positivity, which you need to guide you out of the darkness of depression. It's going to help you slowly creep out of that darkness and step back into the light. I know one thing is I absolutely do not like to be seen when I'm in a depressed state because I just feel like shit. I feel like I look like shit and I know that my aura is nasty. I don't like to be around people. So I know this winter I will have CITRINE on me and a lot of it. One reminder: happiness is a choice, okay? Being happy each and every day is a choice, and that's what CITRINE does. It reminds you, like, look, life ain't all bad. You can transform any energy. If you don't like the way that's going in your life, transition it. You can change anything you want. You can transform anything that you want in your life. It's your fucking life, okay? Remember that. So one thing I'm gonna tell you before I go, this also can help you manifest wealth and success. So Moonstone, baby. Now, I kind of wish I would have done this video before I did my full moon and new moon ritual. God damn it. Activities, they're not ritual. I call them rituals because it's something that I do every full moon and every new moon. But there is a negative stigma attached to the word ritual. So I try not to use rituals because I don't want people to think witchcraft when they think crystal healing, okay? This is not witchery by any means. This is all about training your mind to think positively and to think as healthy as possible so that you can work through bullshit, because that's what adulting is, working through bullshit. So this is Moonstone, the stone of new beginnings, which for me, I have started over probably at least a good 8 times since I've been in California. California was a new beginning for me, and I'm literally starting another new beginning right now. So this stone is good because it's going to radiate a soothing and calming energy that encourages you to realize that everything is a part of a cycle of change. So for example, you have a new moon and a full moon every single month. So every new moon, you're going to set new intentions, and it's a cycle of change. When you get to the full moon, you manifest those intentions that you set during the new moon, and you do it every fucking month. So one thing I said in the video is that full moon energy manifests those intentions. However, you must release old negative toxic shit that is not helping push your boat, okay? So for example, on September 17th, I'm just going to make some shit up. I'm going to set a goal that I want to actively save and try to create a savings of $10,000 or more, okay? So with those intentions, I'm going to put under there everything that I plan to do to make this $10,000, right? So then we get to the full moon. Say I've only manifested 6,000, okay? That's the time for you to self-reflect and say, what part of this process worked? What part of this process did not work? Because clearly I don't have $10,000 by the next moon. So what's not working here? And you release that into the full moon. The full moon is going to take that and do what it need to do to manifest what you need to manifest. Now, Moonstone is good because, again, it reminds you moon cycles, moonstone, moon cycles. So remember that constant evolution, that constant, cycle of change. Another thing I like about this stone, because, honey, I think the world definitely needs this. It radiates energy of femininity, okay? So that means it's going to help balance the male and female energies of everybody, because we all have both. Women have masculine and feminine, and men have masculine and feminine. That's just everybody. For me, I have more masculine than feminine, and that's because I am a woman, so naturally I'm going to have the feminine side in me. But I was raised by men, so I have been taught mannerisms that are masculine. So this stone helps me activate my femininity, because I can be feminine and I can be a nigga sometimes. This is good for my men, okay? So this section is for the men, because it's going to help you guys get in touch with your feminine side. I don't want you to run from that, because it doesn't mean you're going to act like a bitch. It doesn't mean you're going to act like a woman. It just means it's going to activate the part of your mind that's intuitive, because y'all don't have that, women do, okay? Not only that, it's going to help you see things from a different perspective. And, excuse me. Let's see, I got one more. Yeah, it's just going to help you reflect from a more intuitive side of your brain, and versus men that I don't know what kind of brain y'all got, so we're not going to talk about it. Okay? So I want you to all to do this, because you need to balance your male and female energies. We all do. Nowadays, women are acting more like men, and men are acting more like women. We need to find a balance here, okay? So this stone also teaches you to let go in order to move forward. So again, referring back to the new moon and full moon, okay? You got to let go to manifest. You cannot take baggage that is no longer serving you on your next flight, okay? You got to leave that shit in baggage claim, okay? This is also going to open the heart chakra. Come on now, heart chakra is really important, y'all. So this is going to make you more receptive, and it's going to make you more in touch with your inner feelings, which you need in order to bring clarity to why you're depressed and why you're experiencing so much anxiety, okay? Lastly, once all of that is cleared away, you are back balanced and doing what you got to do, it's going to encourage better sleep. And then it's also going to drive away any negative nightmares you've been having. And it's going to radiate an extra calming effect, especially if you decide to sleep with it or to put it in your room, okay? So, again, Moonstone, get this for the new moon and full moon. Matter of fact, I'm going to order some, and then I might gift a few people with the Moonstone, just because I sincerely want people to take advantage of this full moon and new moon energy. I sincerely want people to take advantage and take full control of their life And and I sincerely want people to choose happiness and stop choosing negativity over their own self. Lastly, we have Gold Tiger's Eye. This is the stone of protection, and this stone is going to help you stay grounded, and it's going to help you feel more centered and down to earth. That is needed for feeling more aware and just feeling more confident in the fact that you know what the hell you're doing. Okay, you want to be centered, because whenever you're centered, it's just easier to focus on whatever the hell you need to focus on. Okay, so say you got 3 issues in your life that you are trying to work through. You want to ground yourself before trying to work through that. You want to feel centered. Okay, that's how you trust yourself. That's how you go within. This stone is going to build courage in every single area of your life. Okay, now these things are needed during times of chaos, because let's just be honest, whenever my life is chaotic, I can't think straight. I have to ground, and I have to feel centered in order to effectively think. You know what I'm talking about? So this is going to transform any type of toxic feelings that you have into courage and self-confidence. Okay, and again, that stems from feeling grounded and centered. And these toxic feelings can include fear, uncertainty, which we are all experiencing right now, any type of hesitation to act. So if there's something that you have been procrastinating on, this is going to push you to act on that. So whether it's starting a business, starting a YouTube, applying for a new job, some of y'all businesses, like a lot of us right now are trying to start our own businesses because it's just the way of the world. A lot of businesses are having to transition from their regular way to e-commerce, because e-commerce is popping right now thanks to COVID-19. So there's a lot of hesitation. There's a lot of uncertainty in the world right now. So other toxic feelings include insecurities, just lack of self-confidence, and just negative self-talk. Man, we want to banish all that shit. No fear here. No fear is welcome here. So this stone is going to build that courage, and it's going to build the strength to overcome those fears and to act out of strength and act out of your own power that you're going to give yourself. Ground yourself. When you feel centered, you feel empowered. I feel very powerful when I'm centered. I'm centered right now. So lastly, it's definitely going to get rid of any self-doubts that you might have, and it does this by harnessing the energy of Gold Tiger's Eye. This is nothing but pure positive energy radiating from this, and it's going to boost your bravery. It's going to make you feel like, I can fucking do this. And that's really the push that you need in life. I think a lot of us, I used to needed that push from other people. We needed that validation that you can do this from somebody else. I wanted it from my parents. I never got that. So I had to learn how to be my own cheerleader. And that's what Gold Tiger's Eye does. It makes you feel protected, and it makes you feel secure in knowing what you're doing by grounding you, okay? So you're going to want that grounding energy. With depression, I don't know. I think a lot of depression just comes from negative ass thinking, just thinking that you can't find a way out of it, just thinking nobody loves you, nobody cares about you. You just gotta push all that shit out of your mind. Don't even push it to the back. Push it out. Get that shit out. Anxiety is just over fucking thinking and over stressing things, mostly things that you can't control. The things that you can control, you work through them and you fix them, and you're just fucking fine, right? So that's just my outlook on depression and anxiety. I'm definitely going to make another video sharing with you my personal journey with depression and anxiety, because it dates all the way back to when I was in the 7th grade. I had my first bout of depression, real suicidal depression, in the 7th grade. And I'm going to share that story with you because I want people to realize, like, where I am today did not come overnight. This shit was worked for, and I have to work for it every single day. And like, I don't want anybody to ever feel like I think that I'm better than people, because I'm trying to uplift you and I'm trying to bring more positive things to you. What it is that I identify areas in people's lives that they have control of and they don't realize they have control of, like happiness. A lot of people think that money brings happiness. A lot of people think that success brings happiness. A lot of people think that having nice ass cars and expensive shit brings happiness. It doesn't. Let me tell you, people in California with nice shit are miserable. It's the people that don't have, and it's the people that have learned to embrace the simplicity of life that are the happiest. If you're always working to impress other people and giving a fuck what other people think, you're always going to be fucking depressed and anxious, okay? The minute that you own who you are and you accept who you are, you love who you are, and you force other people to love that, you will never deal with depression and anxiety again. Now, there will be instances where certain things will trigger it, but that's why Rayella's is here, because we're going to teach you tips, tools, and show you resources that can help you when you start to feel those negative emotions. Do not soak in it. You have to address them head on, and you have to do the work to make sure that that shit, every time you think about it, get it out of there, okay? Stop thinking fucking negatively. Stop comparing yourself to other people, and stop distracting yourself. Get the fuck off of social media. Get the fuck off of Netflix. Pick up some books and empower yourself, okay? Get you a journal and write down positive affirmations, because the more that you write them, the more that you say them, your brain programs that shit into your subconscious, and you will begin to believe it, okay? You are worthy. You are powerful. You are enough. You are strength. You are courage. You can have happiness. It's in here. But until you get rid of all the negative, toxic shit that's in there swarming with it, you're never gonna feel it, baby. You never gonna feel it. Let it go, okay? Let go. So thank you for watching this video. I really pray and hope that this helps a lot of people, because a lot of you need it, including myself. These are things that I do for myself every single day. These are my personal stones. So, you know, I radiate with this on a regular, baby. And that's why I'm happy. That's why I'm glowing. And that's why my life continues to manifest in 2020, when everybody thinks this is the end of the fucking world. No, 2020 has been filled with blessings, and it has been filled with opportunities, but you have to be ready. You got to be clear, and you have to be on board with positivity. You have to vibe with the right vibrations if you want certain things in your life, okay? So I'm not going to talk your head off, because I do have another video for you. But I thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful day, okay? Love you.